It was an early December night, and we were having our first snowstorm of the year. I was in my bed, watching some low-budget Christmas film, while texting various friends, mostly my friends George and Pat. We used to text in the 3-person group chat. Everything was as it should be, when I felt my heart drop to my stomach as a bang came from the window right next to my bed. I opened the curtain, but there was no one standing out there. Then there was another one. As I was still looking at the window, it was a snowball. Someone was throwing snowballs at my window. I stood on my bed to get the best possible view, but I didn't see anyone standing out there in the snow, so I actually lifted open my window to call out. It was almost immediately after I shouted at the window that I heard someone's laughter. Not a child's laughter like I was expecting it to be. It was a deeper voice. Could belong to anyone from the age of 17 to 40, for all I know. I shut the window and started texting in our little group chat, saying I knew it was one of them messing with me. The fact that they were not responding made me even more confident. I didn't close the curtains, as I knew whichever one of them it was, they weren't done messing with me yet. And just like that, another snowball hit my window. I walked up to the window quickly to try and catch him, and there he was standing in the snow, waving to me. But it wasn't either of my friends. It was some guy in a black beanie and a black coat, with gloves on, laughing. He started approaching the window. Hurriedly, I slammed it shut so that he couldn't look into my room. Both of my friends had texted back by now with question mark responses, and there was a single knock on my window, and it started being fiddled with and shaken. He was trying to lift it open. Then it all stopped. I waited a couple of minutes before peeking through the curtain. It seemed like the coast was clear, so I finally went to go tell my mom and dad about the whole thing. We came back to have a look at my window. Sure, my dad believed me. He literally saw the footprints in the snow, but he just didn't see it necessary to call the police, figuring that whoever was out there had given up. My dad turned on all the outside lights, just as a deterrence, and then they went to sleep. I stayed up in my room with the lights off, continuing to watch movies. My door clicked open. I said, "Get out," assuming it was my little brother. The door shut, so I guess he listened to me. Silence, except for the TV. I watched for a long while, and then a click on my wooden floor. I turned halfway through, repeating, "Get out," in a louder voice, when I realized it was not my little brother. It was a tall man, the man with the black beanie and the coat from outside. He started waving to me again at the doorway. Then, he put his pointer finger up to his lips. He started walking over to my bed, and that's when I got up ready to defend myself. He approached faster now, easily grabbed me and covered my mouth with his hand. There was a wet white towel in his hand that he was pressing to my face. He pressed it against me for a long time. I tried to break free and scream, but I couldn't, and that was the last thing I remember before everything went black. I woke up in my living room with my parents and police hovering over me. An ambulance had arrived. My dad had heard the commotion going on in my room and came in to find the man standing over me. My dad, much larger than this man, managed to overpower him, but not for long. Before the police could arrive, he ran out the front door and disappeared. I was quickly brought to the hospital. Thankfully, I was alright. If you're wondering, the police are still searching for this man.